Play is an important mode of learning for kids. But over the past 3 decades, the pressures to meet academic standards have reduced how much dedicated playtime children have at school, even as early as kindergarten. In order to bring age-appropriate and academically enriching play opportunities to more children, the Regional Educational Laboratory Northeast and Islands and the New Hampshire Department of Education partnered together to support teachers and administrators' understanding of the value of incorporating dedicated time for guided play into the kindergarten day. Through guided play, teachers are able to bring play into the classroom in a way that is structured and intentional, while still providing an opportunity for children to follow their natural curiosity and their desire for social interaction with their peers. We want to show you what play-based learning can look like in kindergarten, and how 2 New Hampshire teachers have been using guided play in their classrooms.
So at my school, we have a daily guided play block, and it's broken up into 3 components. So we have our pre-play meeting, our active play time, and then our post-play meeting at the end. A few weeks ago, you might have remembered we were talking about how we can be storytellers in our play.
My students love play-based learning. They love our playtime. We start with the pre-play meeting, and I try to give kids opportunities to share about play that they've had before, or things that I've noticed has been really interesting to kids. I always ask them to think about their play plan. They've really started to talk about that even prior to that meeting, which is so cool. So at snack time or lunch or recess, they're really thinking about how are they going to use their time.
All right, you may go ahead and get started. So as we go into the active play part of our guided play block, that time is really self-directed. They choose what spaces they want to play in. They choose the materials that they use. They might start in one place and end in another. And my role during that time is really to go around and engage with them in what they're doing, a lot of the time by asking different open-ended questions, helping them to think more critically about the work that they're doing. What's your plan with your shelter today?
We made a door and we're putting them all around.
So why are you putting them all around?
So someone.
It looks like your ship is pretty tall too. How does it fit in there?
We put it like.
Oh, so you fit it sideways.
I knew that play was important for kids, but actually seeing the impact of guided play every day has just reinforced my understanding of why guided play should be in every single classroom in kindergarten and early ed. Our learning does not stop for guided play. It's really intentional and it's purposeful, and there is opportunities for kids to be reading, to be writing, to be working on math skills, to be working on problem solving, social skills. It is just an extension of what they are learning throughout the day with myself, with each other. What do you think was making the sand move around so quick and so fast? The wind. So really heavy winds?
Yeah, it was
A sandstorm.
that makes everything.
So I think it's important to recognize that the teacher has a very active role in the play. So it's, different from me just supervising, and it's also different from me joining in the play alongside them. But it's really going in as an observer and also a facilitator of different discussions. So a lot of times I'll go around, I'll have my notebook and my phone to take pictures, and as kids talk to me, I'll start to record just what they're saying in our dialogue, and also to use that as documentation that I can share in the classroom through photos or written play stories that the kids have to go back and reflect on and think about.
And with the documentation piece, I try to document their learning every day, and that's really helpful for me because I can see, maybe during math time, this is a challenging skill, but they're generalizing it and they're doing it and they're nailing it during play. So giving kids more than one opportunity to show what they know has been really helpful.
And then as kids start to tell me more about what they're doing, my questions are kind of tailored to what they're telling me. So a lot of times even asking like what would happen if questions, or sometimes I have kids who take things very literally, and so I might ask them something and they're like, oh, well, it's just a person doing this. And I was like, well, but if you were that person, like what might you want to do?
One of the things during our playtime, I have noticed that their writing has increased a lot. There's a lot of opportunities for them to write. One space is their school space. So they've created their own place where they can play school. A student today was choosing to write down all the irregular words we've been working on, some of the really tricky spelling patterns, and then inviting other students to come and read.
All right, we are gonna have 3 more minutes until cleanup.
And then the feedback that we do at the end of our guided playtime is really helpful, because then they are able to share with me what they are understanding, and I can be asking some guiding questions, and it gives us a nice opportunity to see if there is some misunderstanding of maybe some content or skill that I'm teaching, or if they're ready for something else.
So sometimes if there's a concept we introduce at pre-play, we might follow up and check in. Or again, a lot of times my kids really love to share, so we'll have somebody share about their work from that day, and the other kids will have an opportunity to ask questions or give comments. And a lot of times I see their questioning start to reflect the questions that I asked them during that playtime, which is really cool to see. So we learned that yellow part is also to help keep it sturdy.
What's orb do? That orb? Yeah. It gives ship power to fly. So that like it battery. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to put it right here.
I know for me, my idea of what play-based learning was completely transformed seeing it in action. Well, what really blows me away about seeing kids at play is just seeing how capable they are when we give them the chance and the opportunity to be capable.
I'm hoping that guided play will give kids those 21st century skills that we all need as adults. So collaboration, communication, critical thinking, creativity.
It's such a joy and an honor to see them just like blossom right in front of your eyes. I think really the confidence that I see in them because they're given this opportunity to be creative, to decide what they're going to do, to work with other kids, and even to share with other kids as well, you know. And so I just think it's so empowering for them, you know, when they're coming to kindergarten and there's so much that's new and, you know, learning how to be a student, and they get to come in here into a place that they feel like is their own, and they just get to do what they do best.